time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah? Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Hello and welcome in to another edition of your show. It is the Wednesday edition. I am your host, Gary. Still always so grateful and thankful to have you along for this ride we go on each and every weekday, Monday to Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. The only one doing it, originating in Saskatoon as far as we know, and still so damn proud to be able to say that, because when you're doing something different, people start to notice, and that's what we are all about. We are also all about tables. Apparently, we got a Friday fun table. We got a, one right here, and all the way around table that we're going to get to shortly, and we are exposing a little bit what's going on behind the scenes, but that's okay, because that's what we like to do. Look at this. Now you can't even tell. Just me, your overweight host, hanging out, having a lovely little Wednesday, and you hear her? Do you hear her down there? She's getting ready. That's her pre-camera growl as she gets set to go. We also are in the business of cams, as our Maggie cam is absolutely fantastic. Here's the proof right now. Let's check this out. Oh, no, she turned her head. Let's see what we got here. Ladies and gentlemen, Maggie cam. March. Which way? Oh, yeah, here we go. We got Maggie Wranglers up. Yeah, girl, there it is. That's the face. Well done, Drag. Look at that with her promotional poster in the background. Absolutely beautiful. Stay right there, girl. The Maggie Cam for our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Your day gets so much better the second you walk through those doors, all right? You're you're met by Leroy, who has met Maggie in the greeting dog community. They went to a puppy greeting convention and fell in love. And now Leroy greets you just like Maggie greets you over here. Look at that. She's looking, Dragon. She loves you. And then Leroy walks up the till. You say hi to Rochelle or Mike, and then everything keeps getting better. They walk you through your entire shopping experience. We are talking all the food you need, be it the raw food in the fridges at the back or the dry normal food that you're used to. It's there for you. They got a cleaning station, second to none, right there ready to go. You bring your animal in, you strap them in the big tub, and then you soap them, you wash them, and you dry them. That's all done as well. Treats galore. Every Tuesday is treat day. All right, they got buckets full of treats all over the place in there. The same with toys. They got toy walls, like walls just covered in toys for your animals, be it puppy or kitty or anything else. It's there for you. They also have all the puppy beds, the crates. You're starting to get the point. Everything you need for your pets, they have. All right, and they're also open after hours and on weekends, thanks to Kirsten and Chris. So they are always there for you, and your day always gets better and better and better. That's always thanks to our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Love them over there. All right, so our headsets have no feed going to them. And this has me a little worried, because this is something that we just did a huge reno of the Twitch stream studio, and we moved a bunch of stuff. So we got Dragon on the ones and twos today. Dragon, what do you think? Is there something in there we gotta throw on to get the headsets working? Just while we wander around and do our thing. The channel's fine. The 565. That's all good, I believe. Maybe not. We said we go live, and this is what happens when we go live. Might be something on the board. I don't know. That's a great question. There's one of our guests for the all the way around table today. I think it's going to... It would be good, because, do you have levels coming through over there? Can you hear us okay? So we have levels coming through. That's a good start as we go through the... Seven High!
Hello! How's it going, everybody?
There he is. Looking good. A little blurred on the side.
That's just me.
I'm
just
blurred.
Generally out of focus. Lacking focus is what my teachers like to say.
We're gonna open this up a bit and watch this.
Oh,
You gonna lean in there? Lean in there, Coach? Lean in. Hey! Coach Comma 2 is fully blurred out. That's
like
okay.
that.
You like being blurred? It's like mysterious,
It's-
eh?
That'd
Like-
be a sweet merch for like the classic
70s
after the
mature
well, like
entertainment.
the detention class
Yeah.
get
It's
blurred
like,
out shirts. 'cause
totally.
they lack focus.
Makes you seem a little mysterious.
Little Vaseline on the lens. Helps us
be
all
what,
out.
that might be what it is. Maybe it needs a wipe. We're going to really put Dragon to work today.
Yeah.
I guess first we got to figure out the headset. So while he does that, maybe
I think
I'll
on
give
a
this thing a
live
wipe.
stream that the blurriness might be equally important.
That's a good thing, too. See, we got a lot of issues, but we're going to get through them.
I put a note. I left a note. Let me just while you're getting things figured out here. I probably have the waxiest ears on the network.
I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
got some.
But I don't know. And so these little earpieces that were everyone that has the custom earpieces.
We're wiping.
Looks weird. Have you guys seen Silo? The show Silo on Apple TV.
Oh no, I've heard. Is it good?
They gotta
I'm
wipe that and then they
intrigued.
die.
What?
Yeah, they wipe the camera lens
Spoiler
to
alert.
show that the world actually is ended and the apocalypse has happened.
I guess I
and
don't
then
need
they
to watch
slowly-
it now.
They slowly the air gets into their space suit, their little
Oh man.
and then they die.
Look at that.
That's
Why do you
crazy.
keep saying 500?
This is our 500th episode, isn't it?
Is
No,
it?
No, it's like 300s on Monday. I don't know why you keep saying that. Yeah, no, you can tell me all you want. I was told by LB that Monday is our 300th episode. Well, it could be wrong, I guess. Well, we got blurry screens. We got no
Possibly
no
audio.
earpieces. Apparently, we're talking right now.
If you ever wondered,
People
are
would
we
tell us.
live?
Yes.
We're live, baby.
And we are working through it. That is the beauty of it. But man, what is up with that blur, hey?
I don't know.
I wonder if it'll like focus it on. See,
Back
look at
in
that.
the
That's
day,
beautiful. Look how clear that is.
It's like, look at you. Look at that handsome
Maybe
gentleman.
we adjust through one and we go this way. Think we can catch
No,
it that way?
I think
Back in my television days, I would have
What's
said, your,
that
your
one?
back focus is out.
There it is. Maybe we go on. Maybe
what's
we go
this
on
one?
camera one.
Yeah, go on this. Just go back and forth.
I don't
you-
have
when you
control of
talk.
it, though.
You can't actually switch.
That's Dragon. Yeah, Dragon's got the
gotcha.
switcher, and he is currently trying to.
He's
figure
putting out
what the
fires.
heck's
He's
going
got
on
a
here.
blaze going in there.
At least we got the three of us for now.
Yeah, we do.
Normally we're joined by our final guest all the way around the world.
He's running a little late, he says.
Okay, well that's perfect. We got time
Yeah.
to work through this.
How do you run late?
I don't know. It's all crazy.
Like you're
down there
losing
in
the race
Australia.
then, right?
Dude, Alabama. I'm in a hurry to get things done.
Oh, yes.
Great drop.
Cotton balls, hydrogen peroxide, fabric cleaner, and reusable cloths. Those are
Interesting.
little notes to myself for the
For
next
the
time
waxy ears.
Well, next time I make a visit to this place, yeah, I want
Maybe for the camera.
to clean the little earpieces
Okay.
But I think that's a
just
great
for
idea.
other people, and then I want some fabric cleaner because the chairs that I'm sitting on could use a clean. I've noticed
A nice clean fabric.
right before summer,
That's a good call.
and
Maybe
then
just
some
get some new chairs.
reusable cloths. Then when we tidy it, oh,
Maybe
you got
some
one
new
right there.
chairs. Yeah, this is a fiber optic one. This is special. I used to try to wipe these with normal cloths and I got yelled at, so we got a fiber optic cloth
Yeah,
for our cameras. And apparently it doesn't. Do you think you're still blurred? You look like you might not be that blurred now.
you're very blurred.
Yeah,
You
it
need
is.
glasses, or
Like it's more blurry on Ryan's side for some reason.
this should be the entire show.
Just us trying to fix the issues. I think it might well be.
So far,
It's quite possible.
we're
that's
already
where we're
halfway
headed.
done the show.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's all happening.
Yeah.
So we got this camera. That's good. That one looks great. That middle camera is just not happy. What if we do a restart on it, guys?
Did you ever eat something you don't like just because you want to eat something?
Yeah. A lot.
All the time.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
No good there? What do you
You wanna
got?
try one?
Yeah. What is it?
These are Gary's live wires.
Live wire.
You ever had a live wire before?
I don't think so.
Oh, welcome to heaven, brother.
You're a middle tooth candy chewer. Interesting.
I am
Usually-
too. I never go side. I always go right.
I'll
in
go
front.
side to side.
I'm now very self-conscious about how I move my candy.
Hey, you
No
know
one can
something?
see you because you're super blurry.
That's
Stop.
right.
Not this camera.
Oh no.
You can tell mine. He's putting it up his nose.
Where is it going? Oh, so it's game day today. Voice of the Berries right here.
Woot woot.
He is our guy. And
You know
now-
who was at the game the other night?
Oh, tell me
Our
me
buddy,
more.
Coach Maisie, was there.
Get
Oh,
out
yeah.
of here.
Along with Maisie Jr., I believe. I think I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that on the back of the jersey. Was that correct?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
You
amazing. Which
saw
one?
us?
Louis
You
or
sent a
Jacoby?
video.
That's right.
That's what I saw.
Busted.
I didn't see you.
I saw Anderson. Curtis
Oh yeah,
Anderson,
yeah. He was
Dirty.
I
was
cheered
rocking
for
the
him,
Mobile
handheld
cam?
mic.
and then he didn't stop to talk because he was all business and
I mean, he's a
His
professional.
camera is very
Yeah.
important. That mobile cam.
he was
is
running.
People are
Yeah.
telling
very
him,
important.
go here, go there.
That is
Get a
true.
shot of Barry. Now they're doing the dizzy bat thing. People are
Yeah.
going to be falling over. It'll be hilarious. But you got to get there, Anderson. I'm
Yeah,
just
and he's
kidding. The
running
crew is
around.
really nice. They treat us very well.
You got to get there, Anderson. We need you there.
I'm
was-
siding with you on these. They're too sweet.
Have 5 or 6, and then you start to like them.
I don't think that's good. Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Then I'm not going to start
That's
to like them.
Hey, live wires aren't for everybody.
No, they aren't.
They're very sweet.
They
I think
are.
if
Well,
it
they're
was just
cream-filled
regular
licorice
red
candies.
raspberry, but that blue raspberry tricks your
love- see-
mind a little bit.
I love blue raspberry, for the record. Okay, I want to get
what
into.
does blue taste different than red
it's
in the
just-
raspberry front?
Are there? I don't even think blue raspberries exist in real life, do they? Have we been lied to?
What's it?
I think
No,
it's
I
just
think
a
they're
candy
blackberries.
flavor.
There's bumbleberries.
Ooh, are they blue?
They are blue.
That's pretty sweet. I might looking to get into bumbleberries.
Yeah. It's
Dragon,
fun
what-
to say too.
What's going on over there, bud? Nothing? Maybe it's something on the board because that thing's on. It's on the right channels. Maybe on a pot where they come up.
They're
Might
greasy.
be muted.
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What is
I don't know,
this
let's read
weird
it.
product?
Sugars,
Coated in Christmas.
sugar,
Not that I know
corn,
about.
glucose syrup, wheat flour,
Like, is
modified
the pots that these
cornstarch,
normally come through
palm
on
oil, citric acid, maltodextrin, that's in
That all?
everything, sodium citrate, artificial flavors, gelatin, coconut oil, that's what you got on your
Ah, yeah.
fingers, mono and diglycerides, the good stuff, lactic acid, sodium lactate, that explains why my shirts are always wet, potassium sorbate, and brilliant blue FCF,
Huh.
which is supposed to not give you the attention deficit disorder. That's the red stuff, so that's why they.
Oh,
maybe
right,
switched
the
to
red
blue.
dye. It's deadly killer. Ooh, I might have just spit a chunk out.
We got nothing coming through these headpieces. Well, I guess. Hey,
Should
look
we-
at that though. Camera 2 is good, you guys.
Hey, look at
Hey,
we're in focus.
one fire out.
I'm slowly
One
learning how
fire
little
in.
I contribute to this show, actually, while you're scrambling over there.
It's okay. Look
We're
at
the,
that.
we're
Camera
the
2.
talent.
Yeah. Remember when I hosted that one
Beautiful.
by myself? That was awful.
Dude, it's hard to host. Hosting is a tough thing to do. I mean, you know all about that.
AJ's
I
ready
do
at
know about that.
8:10, so in 4 hours.
I saw that.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're talking about there. What kind of?
I don't think we voted. I think we're. I think
16.
it's just the three of us today. But if we don't got a headset, what are we gonna do?
Oh, he's
like-
ready now.
Yeah, but we can't hear him.
Are we generating audio? Is audio being
There's
created?
nothing coming through here.
Can the world
We
hear
have
us?
audio. The pots are going in.
Okay.
So everything is coming through the microphone.
I got to be honest. I've been treating the last 10 minutes like we're not on the air.
That's right. Well, and that's again, that comes with
Kinda
the
went on a
territory.
few-
Oh, we can do
hey,
that.
Look at that.
This is kind of fun. Okay. Well, I think this is cool.
oh,
What's
hey,
going on here?
Curtis
There's
is
more
on
people.
there.
Hey, the whole team. Look at us go.
This is our most
right.
ambitious and yet least technically successful podcast ever.
Yeah, that's the one.
What
Very
is
well
ringing?
said. Well, everything.
Oh,
well,
that's me.
Oh, because I'm
Oh.
trying to call you.
Oh,
Reject
yeah.
the call.
Should I take it?
No.
Is that just going to cause an explosion?
Too many. Well, hey, boys, our headsets aren't working today. We did a big move for the Twitch stream studio, and now we have no headsets
Yeah.
coming through.
Hey, Dragon, want to zoom in on my hand?
I can do that. Watch this. Are you going to hold your hand like
No.
that? Set it up. Stand it up.
I am.
Just stand it up on the table. No. Stand it up on the table. Yeah. Perfect. Well, with something behind it. So
Oh,
we can
alright.
zoom the camera in. This will be good. We can work this. Watch this one. There it is. Yes. Get that book in there as well. This is good.
This is high.
High def. Okay, look at that.
But now we'll also need
Yeah.
some sort of mic near it, won't we?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That's right there. How's
Look
it
at
going,
this.
guys?
I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you. As the all the way around table, normally we go Zoom and we go really big with it. Not so much here today. We're going a little bit littler. Coach number 1, how are you?
Yeah, beautiful. Good morning, boys.
Oh, coming in loud and clear. I like that. I'm not sure how long we can sustain this, but I think it might be pretty interesting if we can get a camera one here for a second, Dragon. Let's get a look at these guys.
I
There
gotta
they are.
say,
Look at that.
full marks to Coach Maisie coming
Working
up
it
with
out,
the
right?
coming up with the solution.
That's pretty good.
Some people see problems. He sees answers.
Mm. Now, Curdy, I know you're coming in tomorrow, so it's an extra special edition of Curdy time here, which I'm quite proud of. Looks like you're getting ready to go for Barry's game night tonight, bro.
No, I'm just walking the dog.
Not even close.
But I got berries on the brain 24/7.
Yeah, you do.
That's the way to do it. It is game day today, as we are
I
getting.
got the day off.
Oh, you got the day off?
So I woke up sad, thinking I wouldn't hear Simon Hyatt talk today.
Yeah.
And here I am.
The day keeps getting better. Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, some technical difficulties, eh?
oh, just a few. But you go live. This is what you get, right? This is how we got Dragon trying to figure it out. Our whole headpiece system is not headpiecing.
It's head-pieced out.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
Very, very good. So, is it a home game? Like, are you guys going to work tonight?
Going to work tonight, 6
Okay,
p.m. Curtis
okay.
doesn't sound like he is. Curtis
Yeah,
sounds
Curtis
like
got it
he's,
off.
Night off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who works the camera when you're off?
Is it Daniel?
Dan.
Yeah.
We like-
Daniel be rocking the handheld.
Is his
Shout out
last
to
name
Dan.
Brody? Dan Brody.
I don't actually know his last name. It could be.
Why would that matter?
Last name is Dan.
Cameraman Dan.
He's like my understudy. He's doing great.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
I gotta get the next wave of cameramen that will do anything for money ready.
Very well done. So let's
Hey,
get set.
how's it going?
Let's get set up for the game tonight. What's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on? Who are they playing? What's happening?
Sylvan Lake Gulls? Gulls. Sylvan Lake Gulls. Good to get that one out of my system before I'm on the mic in front of
That's
several
right.
thousand people.
That's the one.
Sylvan Lake Gulls.
Can't wait for you to introduce a Puerto Rican player on the Sylvan Lake Gold.
Gulls.
Those tough names, man. Tough names.
Yeah, big win last night. Bears got out to a big early lead, and then the Gulls came storming back and tied it up, and then the Berries pulled out the win late. So looking to not only win 2 in a row against the Gulls, but remaining perfect at home, undefeated at home, best record in the Western Canadian Baseball
And
League.
ranked
Your
number-
Saskatoon Bears, ranked number 1 in the power rankings.
Love that.
Can I-
Yeah.
Can I
Sweet.
ask a question?
Yeah.
Oh, now
Oh,
you're
now-
getting your messages, Red
now
Maze.
we're-
Better hide them.
All those games that they won.
Oh.
Has Curtis been there
Hide
for every
those.
game?
Has Curtis been there every game? Was that the question?
Jeez.
Yes.
Scary.
Curtis has been there, I would say, the majority of the games.
Your drink.
I've been there. I think I just won.
Yeah.
One game. That's not bad. Soon to be
Yeah,
2.
well, see, if I call in sick or something, they want to have at least one other person that's properly trained as much as they can be to cover.
I
Whereas
gotcha.
if someone like Simon's sick, they just cancel the game.
Yeah. They just canceled baseball altogether.
It ends.
It's just, nope.
Baseball is dead.
That's it. It's over.
Press release reads.
Hey, there we are. This is
Hi, guys.
interesting. Okay. So we got the ball game
What-
tonight.
Maggie's in there,
What
too.
did I get dropped into? I see Coach One
Yeah,
in Australia.
there he is. He's waiting to talk.
hear the new Mr. Baseball, Simon Hyatt, but I don't know what I'm looking at here in this picture.
Yeah, it looks like you're just looking at a light.
Yeah, there's a light and
Yeah.
like an exorcism going on or something. What is that on the table?
Because Coach One has it's set up perfectly so it can be recorded by the camera, but that means it's also faced straight into the studio light.
Because a hand now.
Yeah,
I'm so
that's
confused.
it's one of those buckle up collars we always talk about from Pet Planet on 8th Street. They're beautiful collars. Big fan. Oh, there's a nice little cup for you.
There's a mug.
There's a mug. We're coming in.
Oh, could we do bobblehead theater? Bobblehead
Oh,
theater.
that'd be
Hey,
pretty
you got
fun.
another text there.
It's all happening. Hey, coach number 1.
You know
in
what
Aus-
that message is? It's that
there we
saying
go.
that Louis did not finish his assignments on time, and he will have to come back to school on the last day.
And now the world knows too.
Is that Coach 2?
Yeah, I'm here, bud.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
there.
buddy, how's it going?
It's really good. This is a great
I miss
episode.
you. You're never there.
I'm here
You
every
like hear him
Wednesday.
coming and bail.
He's never missed a show.
There's
There's another message there
Okay.
for you, Ryan.
All right.
Coach, 1. Out in Australia, Have you ever had to scramble this hard to get something on the air? Have you ever your Facebook stuff's just not stopping? Talk to us, Coach Watt.
I've done a presentation with no PowerPoint, which kind of throws you off.
Yeah, I can see
We
that.
did it earlier on, but now I'm pretty good without it. But nothing like this. Nothing where Coach Comma 2. This is a perfect example of what skill set you need from a leader.
Yes.
Is just to be able to adapt and change and not just get dragged down by these negative spirals.
Yes.
It's like, no, wait, there's something else we can try. So, well done, Coach Comma 2.
It's all about pivots, boys. That's what we do here. And
It's raining.
this is and now raining on the parade. You gotta find some shelter, buddy.
Get it out of its system before 7 p.m.
That's right. Get the tarp down. Is the tarp down at the field?
The tarp might be down.
Yeah.
You know the amazing thing about when the tarp rolls out? You know who's rolling the tarp out?
Who is it?
The Saskatoon Berries themselves. The players, the coaches,
That's
they're on
amazing.
the ground crew. You were commenting.
I
on
would
that.
love to, but I don't have a mic.
Well, you can lean forward.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
get in there.
Yeah, I was really impressed with
And
the.
then they play Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. It's amazing.
Nice.
Here he goes. Get in there, coach.
I was really impressed with the efforts by the players. So I was near the bullpen of the who was there?
The team?
Yeah, what team was there?
Was it Weyburn?
Weyburn
Beavers?
So the Beavers were there, and I was talking to one of the guys because he's got some sport glasses, some Oakley glasses with prescription lenses in it, and Louis needs those. So I was talking about where he got his, and he got it at a very popular supermarket near where he lives. Anyway, I was chatting them up, and then I was looking, and all the berries sprinted to the tarps, the rollouts, and one guy was warming up. I was like, I think you boys should get in the dugout. Or
Yeah,
like
it
hit-
rolled in a
and
hurry. It got
and there-
nasty
He's
quickly.
like, nah. And then one guy turned around and he's like, we're not going to stop the game for one stroke of lightning. We'll be fine.
It was the top of the 8th.
And then we turned around and there was that weird funnelish cloud.
yeah,
And I
there
was
was like that wall
I was
of
like,
cold air.
that ain't
rolled in.
good. I was like, boys, look at that. And their eyes just got super big and then they sprinted off. It was
Oh,
quite
we're on
funny.
tarp duty.
But when you see it on TV, they're always so fun. You know, like rolling out the tarp. It always looks really cool with the grounds crew.
What was that, CA?
It's a you delayed the game, is what I'm hearing.
Who delayed the game?
Coach 2.
Oh.
You pointed out the impending funnel cloud, and then I was fighting off because they only had like 10 minutes left to play. We waited that whole like hour and a half just to do the bottom of the 8th, top of the 9th.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out from Dundurn, Cody Fines, who's one of our second basemen for the SAS 5 Black Sox 15U23 team. He stuck it out. He refused to leave. He knew there was going to be more baseball. And my son and I decided to just hit for the exit.
Bailed.
When one of the security guards came up and we were standing by the AC units by the building, and it was sort of sheltered from the wind, driven rain. And he's like, "That's dangerous. You should go inside." And we're like, "Well, you don't tell us what to do." So then we ran.
Yeah,
we ran
no,
home.
good. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, I made the announcement. Everybody's welcome to come into the building.
Yeah.
Because it was nasty.
Yeah.
It was.
Like, no.
I tried to find you, Coach 2. I couldn't find you in the audience. I was going to pick up on the camera.
Well, you didn't try that hard because I said, "Hey, Curtis Anderson," and then you kind of just put your head down and kept walking.
That is
So,
not true.
That is true.
I heard someone yell, "Is that Curtis Anderson?"
That was me.
He only shout me out when I actually have the camera on. And the camera's only on for like 90 seconds at a time.
Half the time it's on
I'm
yourself.
just standing there waiting for the
Just doing
inning to
self
end, and no one's
pickup.
calling me out then.
Can you let Coach 1 talk?
Yeah,
Just a
Coach
little
One,
bit?
what's going on?
Yeah, let's let him talk. Coach 1, what's going on, buddy? How you been? Talk to us.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was. I don't know if I knew that there was a Sylvan Lake Gulls
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as a team in the league. What the hell? Have you seen their ballpark?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's unreal.
It's unreal. How did Sylvan Lake get such a that ballpark looks as good as most minor league parks.
And if I think I'm not mistaken, but I believe that there's an Unreal Water Park there as well.
Bobblehead too, which is great.
Bobblehead's talking,
Yeah.
I think there's like a water park.
This could be
Near
a
there.
show.
He's bobbling with it.
I think there's like a.
This is my
I think
new
there's a
favorite
water
episode.
park there.
Amazing.
in history. The founder and CEO, he co-founded and managed Dryland Cattle Training Corp until 2016, an East Central Alberta livestock exchange company.
Crazy.
So obviously they've got this gentleman here has pumped a lot of money in there. I'm guessing maybe some of the is Sylvan like even a city or is it a town?
It's a great question.
It is a great question. One that you would
Anyways.
think I might know the answer to, and I don't.
That seems like a Simon question.
I know I have to, for my job, I have to know a lot about the Berries and be able to read a piece of paper about the other teams, essentially.
Anyways, pretty impressive that Sylvan Lake squad there. At least that field is unbelievable. Anyways, what else is going on here? Amazing. Coach Comment 2, I love that you're wearing the research hat today. We need more support. We were 0-7 going into Saturday's game. We went down 2-0 in the first inning. We stormed back with 6 runs in the second. And then we slowly, that lead dwindled away. We were down 7-6. Tying run on third base with 2 outs in the last inning. We couldn't bring it home, so we've dropped to 0-8.
Oh. Oh, no.
We've got a number of past players that played like 10 or 15 years ago reaching out going, oh my God, what's going on? So we need more support. Keep wearing that hat.
Well, I'll support it because I get tons of comments on this hat, and you guys didn't cheap out with the Richardson PTS 50. The PTS 30 is what SAS 5 got, and you can just tell the difference in quality. And it fits nice. It looks amazing. I would like to say we are also struggling. The SAS 5 Black Sox. We just lost to a team coached by none other than Patrick Sotner.
Oh yeah, SCS baby.
Who pretty much built this place.
Yeah.
And he's a good coach, good guy as well. Firm handshake, and they beat us 15-1 yesterday. They no-hit us, and it was hard to find a player of the game yesterday, but I found one.
How'd they get the one? Just walking runs in?
Sacrifice flies and errors?
Correct. Yeah, that would be
Wow.
that's baseball.
Sorry. It's be a little bit sour still.
No,
spent too much
there's
time
no
crouched
run
over, I
rule
think.
in 15U baseball. You can get 30 runs in an inning. Funny story that happened to the other SAS 5 team recently. They were winning 7-5, and they ended up losing whatever 26 plus 5 is to 7.
19.
So pretty rough.
I got
But
that
yeah,
one
there's no
quick.
run rim. But there's a after 5, if you're down by 10, you just cut your losses. So
Yeah.
Man.
I believe it's called the mercy rule. I've been on the
so
opposite end of that a
Saskatoon
lot.
baseball has some weird
That's
mercy
the
rules.
Berries. I think the Berries could use a mercy rule because they're so much better than the other teams.
They're so good this year.
It's good
They've been
baseball.
kind of rolling.
When you have a rain delay and it's like 11-4 or whatever, come on, guys.
I mean, the very last play before the rain delay hit was Weyburn hitting a home run. So it was like, oh, maybe they were thinking, hey, here we go, we're ready. And it angered the gods. The gods brought the wrath. The rain, the deluge came. The animals were lining up 2 by 2.
I was going to say, you're sounding very biblical.
That was good.
I've turned a new leaf, Curtis.
Yeah. Talking baseball here.
I would love to talk baseball. I'd love to get a topic I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts of. But a new Rhino this year is also an umpire in the area that I play ball with the kids. That's one of the umps, and I was trying to explain to him the fielder right of way rule, which he was not familiar with because there was a couple times where we were interfered with on path. I was like, it didn't really affect the play. That guy would have been safe. This time he would have been out. But just so you know, the fielders got it right away. So I have infielders that are now hesitating and avoiding collision when they should be going to get the baseball. And he's like, yeah, it's a tough call. I don't want to call him out. I won't say his name, but he's just like, it's tough because they both have the right, or they both have a lane to where they're going. I was like, what do you mean? Well, they both have the right to the space. I was like, nope. You're not. You didn't pay attention in umpire class. That's unfortunate.
I feel
But
like the umpire should know
The umpire
rules.
should, but there's
Yeah.
so many rules to go through.
There are
To
a
be
lot
honest,
of
like,
rules.
also
I mean,
field
there
it
are
right away.
tons of rules.
I thought it was just situational
Yeah.
until you come up with a situation in baseball where you have to read the rules, which is pretty fun about playing a game. And there's guys that have been playing for 40 years that still don't know every situation. But
Yeah.
I'd like to hear Coach One's interpretation or an experience maybe with fielder right away. Take it away.
I'll take my call off air.
That's right.
This is, I think, that might be one of those examples of people involved with the game for a long time, and there's still rules that confuse them. So we're talking about runner interference.
That's correct, yeah.
I can't say that with 100% confidence. I think the fielder has the right of way to go after it. No, I'm not even trying to come up with an answer.
Clearly, Coach Kamatu should have been doing a puppet show this entire time because this is excellent.
Of the plate, if that's a strike. Like we talked about last week. I still don't know what the right answer is there. So sorry, I feel like we should look up the answer so we get. Or do you know the answer, Coach Kamatu?
Well, it's just it's kind of self-explanatory. It's fielder right of way. So they have the right to play any ball that's hit into the field of play or anywhere in the play, but you'd have no reason for a runner to be in foul territory, but you have the right to make the play on that ball. So the runner must react, which is why that the baseline is like a loose rule. Besides from home to first base, you can divert and avoid contact, and then until there's a play made on that runner when they've established a target to the base, that's when the baseline is established. So, the fielder's got the right to make that play. Even a first baseman with a throw offline coming up first base has the right to make that play. So the runner sort of has to make an attempt to avoid collision.
That is my understanding as well.
Sounds good to me.
Have you guys ever had experience with batters batting out of order? You want to see umpires?
Quite often.
You want to see a game shut down for like 45 minutes?
Oh no.
Have batters bat out of order. Because the rule is so convoluted, like depending on what happens.
Paying attention to that and pick up on it. Which that doesn't happen very often either.
Yeah, I believe if it's in mid count, even if it's a full count, the coach of the offensive team notices the mistake, they can call time and put the correct batter to the plate and fix their batting order. But as soon as it's out of place, you just continue playing, and you skip that batter unless I believe the defensive team notices at the moment of the fielded ball, and then that guy would be out, I believe.
Yeah,
so that
there's
is
a
pretty
different,
convoluted.
like, because I think if the defensive team notices it, the idea is that you should just let it go.
Right.
Because then you can choose the most favorable outcome after that guy bats. But this is,
A little bit of questionable integrity there to the spirit of the
Hey,
game as
man.
well, right?
I
You know
mean,
me, I always say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Send your guys up in the right order.
Oh, I like that. Very, very well said. Well, guys, I don't know if you're going to believe this or not, but we're halfway through a show here.
It's crazy.
So maybe let's go ahead. Hey, Dragon, can you get us up to camera 2 here? Real quick, thank you very much. As I'm going to do our little live read as we tell you a little bit more about why you should get pre-approved before you shop. That man right behind us. The housing market's heating up and homes are selling fast. If you're serious about buying, getting pre-approved isn't just smart, it's essential. All right, remember that. Mobile Rente with TMG The Mortgage Group will help you know exactly how much you can afford so you can make strong, confident offers. Those are the kind of offers I would love to make right there. With access to multiple lenders, he'll secure the best rates and terms for you, making the process simple and most of all, stress-free. We talk about living a stress-free life. He can help you with that, all right? I'm telling you that right now.
What's going on here?
Don't lose out on your dream home. Get pre-approved today. Mobile Rente. Mortgages made simple. Call or text them anytime. 306-370-5804. That is a live read, ladies and gentlemen. And we love doing those around here. We love to do them for you. Be it your charity, your organization, your business, anything you're trying to get out there, we want to help. It's very, very easy to do. All you got to do is send us an email You know, I know the guys on the phone can't really sing. And I don't know if you guys want to sing with me, but we have a theme song for the email. And it goes a little something like this. Hit it! Say, I love that. Well, my name is Gary, and I'm here to say I like to rap in a Dufferin Ave way. To send us an email to contact@dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. Then we throw it at Coach Mazur's head on 3, 1, 2, 3. Look out. Oh, I hit the Game Boy. Still made it. We also got a website. Yeah, especially those old school ones.
Oh man, I have one of those.
They're the best. We also got a website. It's going to be updated very soon because we have so many new shows. So many new shows, you guys. They don't stop.
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. Good Sports recording again tonight. I'm the guy. So it's going to be interesting. I'm recording the whole thing. So hopefully Flats is
I
going to be
hear
okay with my skills.
Saskatoon Barry Carter Beck was on the most recent episode of Good Sports.
He was so good, too. We got a bunch of promos up for him as well. Did a fantastic job. Seems like a very cool dude.
Yeah.
On 3, 1, 2, 3 for Carter Beck. Nice.
From Cardiff, Saskatchewan.
Local boys, man. Nothing better than local boys on home teams, right? That's the worst part. It's not even the fact that we can't Zoom with you guys. It's the fact that the horn doesn't work. Like I'm hitting it. It works for you at home, listening or watching on YouTube. But for us, we can't hear it. So it's not even that fun. But we do have a Twitch stream as well that we're on today. Started Shining Force 3. Get this, on the Sega Saturn. I don't know anyone else who's streaming Sega Saturns out there. So we started doing it, and we're playing the Shining Force 3, which this is part of that you can hear right now. Check it out. Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. That's where you find us. And then I'm going to give this the old see ya.
See ya.
Beautiful. That's what we call that, taking care of business. Hello, talk to us over there on the phone.
Honestly, what is going on today?
Are you talking about on the show? Because we are...
As we were walking, I went and I watched the actual feed, and it's the shot of nothing with a bunch of tiny boxes.
What?
Well, you can't see the screens on those boxes? We can see you guys there.
But with what's
Like on
being
YouTube?
broadcast live is that shot.
Yeah,
What's going on?
that's your shot. We have your phone ISO'd on one camera. And
Yeah,
now it's getting
okay.
security alerts, and now it's not really working very well. But
Just one of those days, technically, or
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that. You know, it's going pretty good.
this is a stylistic choice for
What's that?
today.
I think what
Phenom isn't here.
Oh yeah, Phenom isn't here. That's the problem, you guys. Our normal guy is Phenom on Wednesdays. He's not here, and he normally scrambles through all this stuff. Poor Dragon's in here, unplugging and plugging in every single input we have, trying to figure out what's going on.
Coach Kamatu is getting more notifications per minute than any human being I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't it wild?
Because Coach One's doing zombie things on the messenger right now. I don't know what he's doing.
There is a lot of
Blacking
fun
out
being
his
had.
face.
I have a Game Boy story
I
whenever.
think-
It
I'd
could
like
be in
that.
this episode or another episode.
I'd love
I
Game
think
Boy
this one would
stories.
be good. I think what Curtis Anderson's getting to, he's a little bit upset because on his Facebook, he's a big Facebook guy.
He's
the
Lots
guy.
of
Yep.
lots of memes,
Lots of
and
postings.
gifters,
Yep.
and tons of suggestive things. And then he's also got throwbacks and commercials that he puts on
Yeah.
his
Very
feed.
cool. Yeah.
And he
Lots of
and
distractions to kill the pain.
There it
lots
is.
of local stuff.
Stuff
but
from the
even
golden
stuff that's
age of
not
Shaw
local.
TV.
Like
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he has a Hot Pockets or a McCain.
Hot Pockets.
Yeah, Hot Pockets. That was the other one. Pizza Pops and then
I love
Pizza
those.
Pockets.
Yeah.
All those things, that rivalry. I'm sure he'll find those commercials for me on the feed. But he did a huge shout out on the Facebook about all the great things that are going on.
Yeah, he
right
did.
I
there,
did see
and
that.
you should tune in because
This is the best show going,
this is the
baby.
best show
And this is
going,
what you're
and
getting.
this is what he gets. on his Facebook.
Exhibit A.
Actually, what you are
We
getting,
rest our
Everybody
case.
chipped in today.
real people being real, going live. That's what you're getting.
Right.
Everybody
So I guess my
experiences
follow-up
stuff falling
question
apart.
is, why did you feel the need to drag me into this?
Well, I tried to call Adrian and I forgot that we're on a group chat. So everyone on the group chat got called.
Amazing.
I got called too, but I didn't answer. I was wiser than you.
It was buzzing a lot, though.
Who's calling?
So,
Oh.
like usual, my invitation was by mistake. I'll take it.
Bro, we always love. And tomorrow you're going to be shining. If you want to bounce, you can bounce, bro, because you're coming in tomorrow. We don't want to waste all your good stuff.
Well, I mean, is it going to be like this tomorrow? 'Cause, I mean, I'm coming either way. But
Yeah, no, we won't have any Zooms. It looks like we're not going to be Zooming for the next week or so until this gets fixed. So
We don't want your dog to
see.
collapse after going on a 7-hour walk.
that's a good point, too.
not even my dog. No.
Oh,
Just walking a dog?
are you just holding a leash?
The phone rang, and I was like, "Oh, I need an alibi." Like, grab the dog.
Oh, man. I love those invisible
Like
leash
that,
dogs,
like, I mean,
hey?
this is rolling with the punches.
You went to
This is
see
good.
outside, and that's
at
what it
Dufferin
was.
Ave, and I'm glad when things hit the fan, you called me by accident.
Yeah, like I have.
What am I if not a wonderful time waster? But yeah, I can let you go. I'll see you all tomorrow.
You
I'll
bet,
be on
buddy.
the
We're
desk.
we're gonna get into some
Maybe
serious
I'll
sports
be
talk
on.
here. I cut you off. I'm so sorry. We're gonna talk sports here for the last little bit, and then you and I tomorrow we're gonna get into some other stuff.
All right.
Love you, buddy.
Kick me out.
Avatar Anderson, give it up.
Enjoy your night off.
He's now wandered 15 kilometers from his home.
He's still going. If you get lost, let us know. We'll send someone out to find you.
Send up a flare.
There it goes.
I don't know how to
Oh.
leave.
Hey. And then
this
it was
works.
back. See, yeah, okay. We can see him pretty good now.
That's
I'm
pretty
digging
solid,
this.
really.
Okay. So, getting back into it. Baseball talk. We
Sure,
talked about
let's
the
do it.
Berries. I want to get a little bit into the Blue Jays.
What a win last night.
Are we feeling this team? Is it
This
happening?
team that division is becoming very. I thought it was
Attainable?
bad. I thought it was close before because it was bad, and now I think it's close because it's good.
Mm.
Everyone's playing well. I mean, the Red Sox said, "Hey, we're playing well. Let's put an end to that."
See you
Trade our
later,
best player.
Raphael. Yeah. And getting like what they get in return for him too?
They got
starter?
Jordan Hicks, former Toronto.
Yeah, I
Blue
remember
Jay.
that guy.
You
He's pretty
remember
good.
him?
Yeah.
They got their number 1 pick from last year. They got Kyle Harrison, who's a former top prospect.
Okay.
They didn't get enough.
Yeah. Well,
It's such
Devers
a-
is a
it's a-
beast, bro.
Yeah, it's a weird. Like I feel there's a lot about that trade that's really weird. I don't know if that's what we want to talk about. Oh,
Oh.
hey, Curtis is back.
I missed you. What did I miss?
The Raphael Devers
We're
trade.
talking
What do you
Happy
think?
Devers. What are your thoughts, Curtis Anderson?
Go ahead. Oh, he's just pops
Oh.
in to say hi.
He's too enraged.
There we go.
As the,
I feel like Adrian's here. Like this.
It looks like he's
remember
on the
big
screen.
moment where he was
In the
actually
studio?
in Canada,
That was
like
freaking
happened.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
almost like he's here
it's
now.
almost like he's here.
That's
This is way better.
It looks like the microphone is right in front of his mouth too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach. Talk to us about the Devers trade.
Well, I was going to say Blue Jay talk. Now, Vladdy batted third recently. He's been batting 2-hole.
Yeah.
I was curious to see what your guys' thoughts were on that. Where would you have him? Would you have him batting 2? Would you have him batting in the 3 spot?
You got to give Barger a chance to eat. You know. Well, he's hot. Let him eat.
Yeah.
Then if he cools down, put Vladdy back in the 2 spot. You know.
So are you saying where does the best hitter on your team bat? Which 2 or 3?
I mean, I think historically it's been 3.
3. That's where it's always
But
been.
I think that's also that the thinking
Changing.
on that has changed in recent years.
I agree.
Sometimes you're right. Sometimes it's 1. Get your Shohei up there to set the table.
Yeah.
Well, when you're that deep. I think Schneider was talking about how just recently when the Jays came back and won it on the walk-off, I think it was after the 8th inning, he looked at the lineup and went, "Oh man, Vladdy's hitting 4th." And he says that's the worst thing you would want is having someone like Vladdy where he could have been getting an extra at bat. But I think too what they've done is just to mix it up a little bit. Barger is obviously hitting all right, but I wonder what the player thinks. Do they want to be hitting 2, or is it still kind of like that traditional thinking, like you said, Simon, where they feel confident that if I'm hitting 3, I'm the best hitter, and therefore, and Vladdy went 3 for 4 that game.
Oh
He
yeah.
had a nice game.
And he was socking ding dings for
Yeah,
forever. It felt like.
So I wonder if there's something mentally there from a player's perspective where they'd want to hit.
Do you think like one of the big arguments with all this stuff is I want my best player to get the most ABs?
Yes.
Does that play into your equation there, Coach One?
Yeah, like that's what I've been last couple of years. I've been putting our best hitter at the 2 spot, and people will argue, oh, but then your 3-hole, you want your best hitter at 3 because then they get the more chances to drive runs in.
Mm-hmm.
But our 3-hole hitter is usually pretty good as well. But I like the best hitter at 2-hole. If you're the Dodgers and you have that depth, how good would that be that you can put arguably one of the best hitters in the game at
Both
leadoff
spots.
and still have a strong batting lineup behind for the next 4 years.
By the way, is back to pitching.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone saw that, but Shohei pitched.
Hit 100 again. No big deal. He's like, I'll just throw 100. But it's only an inning, hey? Only like 28 pitches?
Yeah, well, they can't send him to the minors on a rehab assignment because they need his bat.
Yeah.
So essentially,
That was
throwing
it.
an inning or two is going to be his rehab assignment.
And they were talking about those sim games as well. He did like 3 simulated
Yeah.
games while getting ready. So
Who's this?
Shohei
Yeah,
Ohtani.
well, I will say that Vladdy prefers to bat 3. He said that years ago. That was his preference, was batting in the 3-hole. Do I need to lean like this anymore?
Oh, yeah, that's your mic, dog.
Yeah,
All right.
that's-
Oh, yeah, right.
Can you
And
get,
then,
can you get a little lower?
Yeah, and then with Shohei, a coworker of mine brought it up and just in passing, and he mentioned that they obviously don't want to send Shohei to the minors to do a pitching assignment because they don't want to lose his bat, so they will just roll the dice with a couple innings or two or a number of pitches. Did you just say that?
I did, like 30 seconds.
That's what
wait.
do you work with him?
Is there a microphone? There's a microphone down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it called? An earpiece? Like maybe I feel like I pay more attention.
I mean, I understand. You're dealing with
Yeah,
a
there's a
lot
lot
over
going
there,
on.
Coach
You're the
Kamba,
MVP
too.
today,
It's
man.
all
You
right.
saved the show. You saved this incredible show.
Yeah.
Mostly with your bobblehead skills.
Absolutely.
Making the bobblehead interact with Coach White is really, really cool.
Fantastic.
Yes, it is. Okay, so it sounds like general consensus is 2-hole for your best hitter.
I think it really depends on the makeup.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when you're the Dodgers, there's
It
probably
doesn't matter.
no
You can
wrong
do it.
answers.
Exactly. You can put anyone
it's a
anywhere.
lineup
That's
filled with MVPs.
whole interchangeably perfect.
I like Vladdy in the 2.
I like the idea of more ABs, but I also love the idea of my guy that's going to get the ribbies, let him have guys on base more. So I go back and forth. And I think the answer personally is either way works for me. I just hope you got good guys there. Like if you were doing a Rhinos order, where would you put your best player? Coach Kamba too. Like where we putting Garch? Where are we putting Nash?
Yeah, I don't even know where any like we place for the team anymore. But
Yes, but still our
I
alma
would say
mater.
the difference game by game, like over a course of a year, and a lot can change over the course of the year. But at a game stand, the most likely, obvious, the leadoff is going to get the most at bat.
Of course it is.
obviously.
Yeah.
But if that, I don't know. Yeah, Barger ended the game, and Vladdy wasn't there, but he wasn't needed. So I don't think it's that big of a difference. Like maybe
That's
over a
kinda
course
where I
of
land.
course of a year, what are we talking? 750 at bats to 730
Yeah, how many does
like
it equal
maybe
to? That's a good
20
question.
at bats more. Like in those moments that might be important. Yeah, you want your best hitter at 2 spot, but I think 2-3 is pretty safe. 1-2-3 is pretty safe that those guys are going to get that 4th AB versus the 3 to everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's my thought. It doesn't really matter.
Once we
And
brought math into it, I stopped caring because I hate math so much.
I would say the chemistry of
Yeah.
the lineup and what feels
There you
good,
go.
Math and
roll with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Follow your heart. What's your heart telling you, Coach? I
would
like that.
s- Yeah, there's a lot of science in a heart. It's a very complicated thing,
Yeah.
as you know. I've had some work done.
Yes, you have.
But I don't think that's the type of heart. I don't think it's heart. Is it heart chemistry we were talking about?
Or your gut, maybe
Flow,
gut.
Maybe flow. I like how things flow. So a coach or a manager might say, this is going to flow nice. It's going to complement. Same thing as pitching structure and who you're bringing in after your starter, or which middle reliever you're bringing in. Obviously, you got your horses that are going to start the game, and then you got these. It's now your 7th, 8th, 9th inning guys that are pretty on lock. But those middle of the middle relievers that show up in the 3rd or 4th or 5th inning when your starter doesn't go the distance or get to the 6th inning through 6th. Yeah, it might change depending on what type of pitcher's on the mound too. So the same thing with the batting order. It's got to have flow. So I think of that. I love going lefty, righty, lefty, righty, lefty.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to say.
Super fun
Yeah.
to do.
There you are.
You know what I mean? So you got Bichette, you got Barger, you got Vladdy, then you got switch hitting if he's healthy, Santander. Hopefully he'll be a guy soon.
Speaking of switch hitting, one of the hot topics for all the baseball people was Is switch hitting going to disappear? Are guys going to stop switch hitting
I
and
think
just
there should
focus
be-
on one?
I think far fewer guys should do it than try to.
Yeah,
Yeah, my kid's a switch hitter,
that's awesome. I love that
and
already.
it's probably not necessary.
Is he better from one side than the other?
He did it because he had a rotator cuff issue and it hurt to swing from the right side, so he just tried left, and then he
Okay.
was pretty good at it and went on a streak from the left side. There's advantages to being a lefty hitter, but he hits the ball further left side, but
Oh,
more
interesting.
consistently harder from the right side, if that makes sense. So when he gets into one from the left side,
Yeah.
it'll be like
Moonshot.
a bit of a moonshot, but more soft contact, soft like
Yeah.
can
Less
of corn
power
type
behind it, yeah.
stuff. Where from the right side, it'll be a hard ground ball that'll find a hole, or it'll be a line drive. So every coach is like, "Why are you switch hitting? Like just stop, just go from the right side."
Well, that is, it's a good topic, Gary. So I did a quick look here. 1990s, switch hit appearances peaked at about 20% of at bats.
Wow.
Now it's about 9.5%.
Okay.
So it does
And
seem like
the
it's
lowest
trending
since
that
the
way.
mid 70s, so it's on the decline.
You know, and that used to be such a weapon, right? Like if you had a switch hitter in your lineup, you can mess with everything. You mess with pitching, you can mess with field position, you can mess with so much stuff. And having one guy that can do both instead of having to pinch hit with someone and then, you know, I feel like it's such a secret weapon, and I love gimmicky things like that. I love the idea that you can have this secret weapon that can just shift everything on the field for batters behind your switch hitter. But and clearly I don't know anything about baseball, so the way smarter brains than I probably have figured it out a long time ago. Switch hitting's not as cool as we thought it was.
I mean, some guys are great at it, but I think there should be less of it. Is my general.
But I think all these other little rules that have changed, and we always look them over, where like a relief pitcher has to face 3 batters now. So there's not as much gamemanship where you throw that that loogie guy might be valuable. Obviously, you still need them, but it's not going to be as effective. You're not just going to be like, okay, here's a power hitting left-handed hitter.
Yeah.
You're not going to pull Bryce Harper for the game. Let's throw in Aaron Loop, and we'll get this guy, and then we'll pull him right away and go back to our setup guy or whoever.
They're giving
Now
you
that
less
there's-
options
there's-
to
the
go against
options
it.
are being taken away
Yeah.
now that some of these rule changes, and some of them I don't think are necessary. They're all designed to speed up the game, but they've made so many. Which one's effectively doing that? Probably the pitch clock. You probably didn't need to make all these extra moves. Does changing and letting 8 pitches of warm up delay the game? For sure it does, but I don't know if the amount that it happened is worth the 14 minutes of saved time.
Yeah, it's a giant shift. Like every time you make those little tiny things, it just ripple effects all the way through the game. You know,
I generally like the you have to face three batters rule.
I don't hate it.
I think it adds a different strategy. You know, is it worth making
Different
that
is-
change? 'Cause it's
different
like,
is the right
You
word
can't.
there.
You got to look
Yeah.
2 guys down the line, and you got to look at, okay, who do they have on the bench that
Yeah.
they can hit with? I like it. I generally I embrace pretty much every rule change that's come in, which feels weird to me
That's
because
gonna
I
say,
generally don't
yes.
like Rob Manfred.
I thought you were a traditionalist,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't know that I am.
I will also say that with guys throwing 104 miles per hour, like 98 to 104, and so much movement on their pitches, like usually you wanted to bat right on a lefty to not get jammed,
Mhm.
right? But there's so much movement and cut on these
Yeah.
fastballs anyway, so it's
The
like
players are keep getting better, man.
they have a different pitch, so they can pitch around that. They have a pitch for that now, so it's
Right.
like, oh, you go to the left side, fine, I have a pitch for that.
Yeah.
Man, that's a great point too. I've been hearing a lot more lately. The expression of, "Well, this guy isn't your traditional righty because he actually has better numbers versus lefties than righties." I hear that like once a week now about like right-handed specialists for lefties. You know what I mean? How they flip it around, and this guy has better numbers against left-handed batters. So you got a right-handed pitcher come in just to face lefties. Like when he throws against righties, he gets bombed, but against lefties, he's got like a .003 ERA type.
Yeah,
of stuff.
either
Yeah, if you
throws
got a
3/4
two-seamer
or
or
Yeah,
half,
exactly. They're
or sidearm or 2-seamer.
they're
or
changing with the game.
a splitty.
Maybe that's what we figured out today. The game is changing so much that all of these old cool things that we used to, celebrate whenever we get to see it, something different, something cool, they're not going to happen anymore because they just figured it out themselves.
Yeah, there will always be things will be
Yes.
tried, and then people will make adjustments, and
For
it's
sure.
just that's the way the game is, and that's one of the things I love about the game.
And that's the way this show is, too. And that's one of the reasons I love it so
Changing,
much.
we're adapting, we're adjusting.
No matter what happens, you guys, we're still going live. We're still getting a show out. And you know what? Dare I say, we learned some stuff today.
We did.
This was pretty damn fun.
We
And-
learned that Dragon doesn't know what he's doing.
Dragon texted me saying, so I'm fired, right? That's, literally, he did. You're never fired, Dragon. That would go against everything we talk about here. It's not a mistake. If you learn from it, we're going to learn from this one. I'm not sure how yet, but hopefully we learn it soon once LB gets back. Of course. There you go. LB is going to come in and fix up. Well, let's let Frankie up. I'm not going to be able to hear him, but you can just give me a vocal cue through the window when we're close, and we'll make our
I
way
feel
up.
like we cut AJ short here. Can we just let
He's
him
got the
talk?
full stage. You're closing out the show today, Coach One. Take it away. You got the mic.
I got the mic. Well, hey, you guys just had Father's Day. I don't know if you know this. I'd love to hear what you guys did for Father's Day. Father's Day here in Australia is in September.
What?
Oh, interesting.
The Mother's Day.
Oh,
is the
that's
same.
surprising.
Double take from
Same
the
day.
bobblehead.
But Father's Day, for some reason, has been bumped to September. So, I don't know if maybe because the weather's better. It's winter here right now. I'm not sure. But
That might be it.
what'd you guys do for Father's Day? Big weekend.
Big
So-
weekend. Go ahead.
I'm not actually a father, other than I have a cat and a dog. And my father passed away a few years ago. So, but by coincidence, my birthday was actually also Father's Day. So I celebrated
There
my
it
birthday
is.
on Father's Day.
And I totally forgot. I had a note here. It led off the show on Monday because I saw it was your birthday on the Sunday. So I opened the show with a happy birthday to Simon
Oh, that's
Hyatt
very nice.
on Sunday.
Oh, thank you.
And then I said we're going to wish him again a happy birthday on the Wednesday when he's in. But, well, I guess
And
we
you just
do it.
did.
Yes, so that's very good. If you watch the Monday show, you'll see the big happy birthday. The Nickel family went golfing. We were out the Willows. We did 9 holes with Dad
Beautiful.
and my brothers and my niece and my nephews. A lot of fun, a lot of good times. We went for a nice lunch and we celebrated big time.
I was at the ballpark.
Of course.
Like every day.
Right where you belong.
It's good.
Perfect
I
dad
also
day.
did that. Berries played on Sunday.
Go Berries go.
Go Berries go.
I love that.
Big L there.
What's that?
Yeah, he would have made an appearance. I think the funniest thing happened recently where I called my mom and asked if they were going to be around, and they were like, "Well, we have 4 baseball games to go to, so we're not going to any." So,
That's
'cause-
fair.
Yeah,
You
like
don't- you
so,
don't let-
like
you don't
Sophia
make anyone else
played,
feel
and
less. Yeah.
But, so it was also my mom's birthday. So hey, June 16th.
Happy birthday. Hey.
So that's
That's
hey,
exciting.
happy birthday, mom. Because we didn't really get to
Beautiful.
do anything
No.
at all for her birthday because it's been go go go.
Well, luckily we ended the best show we've ever done with a happy birthday to Mom.
Yeah. All the best people born in the middle of June.
There it is. Coach, we got about 30 seconds left. You have the mic. Take us home, my friend.
Bring us home. We got a birthday here as well. We got 3 teenagers in the house as of tomorrow, so that's a big deal
Whoa.
at our place because Ryan turns 13. So, we just locked in a couple more guests for the podcast. Teams that swear.
There you go.
I've got a head chef of one of Melbourne's best restaurants, Lucy Lou.
Woo.
She's going to be joining us
love her.
to learn
She's
a little bit about her
Vegetarian
history and also
Yeah.
what leadership
All
looks
Beyonce's.
like in the
and Lucy
kitchen.
Lou's.
And I think I told you guys this last week, but we got a head coach from Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Right now,
very
but
cool.
He's
Bobblehead
going to be
is
joining
excited.
us for a chat as well. That's going to be pretty cool.
There you go. So on behalf of all of us, and again, probably the greatest episode we've ever done of this show, thank you for being a part of it. Remember, karma is very, very real. Do good things and they'll start to happen to you. You'll even finish a show that had no business being finished, but we do it here because we are real, we are live, and we are always so appreciative of you joining us. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care.